Hi, I'm Tess,
Hi, I'm Sarah, and we are.
the Happy Edit Sisters. Happiness isn't just being happy, it's an embodied feeling that starts with how we approach life, our actions, and our mindset. Everyone has a range of emotions, and that's a good thing.
Join us as we dive into what it means to be happy and how we build a foundation for happiness through different lenses.
Well, hello there. It is just me today, Tess. I am here on my own because Sarah has some wonderful things going on for herself right now. A lot of change happening for her, and she was not able to make it. That is totally fine. I'm so happy for her. And, I think it's a wonderful reminder that when we have a lot of things going on, it is okay to say, hey, look, I can't do it all. And to turn to your support system around you, your support team, your community, and be like, hey, can you help me out? And I was more than happy to help her out with this and show up for you on my own. So thank you for being here with me. Let's send a little cheer over to Sarah. Woo! I'm so excited for her and all the things coming for her and all the wonderful things that I know that are going to be coming her way with this new change in her life. And I really want to talk about hugs today because hugs are amazing. And let's cue a little Frozen here. Hi, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs. As you can tell, we do not have the rights to that, so that was my voice. But I digress. Warm hugs are amazing. Hugs are wonderful. Hugs help release happy hormones like oxytocin, which help us relieve our stress, reduce our anxiety. It lowers our blood pressure. It is just, they're just these wonderful tools that we have, and most of us have at a pretty easy access, right? We might have a loved one that we can get a hug from. We might have some friends. We might even be able to give ourselves a hug, right? Sometimes we don't have access to someone else that we want to get a hug from because, yes, it is important that these hugs come from someone that we, want to receive the hug from. And just by bringing your arms around yourself, giving yourself that hug, you can induce the same feeling of pleasure and well-being that a hug and this caress can bring in our bodies. It's interesting because I am from a place where hugs are pretty big. So I grew up in Oregon, and we love our hugs in Oregon in general. Um, Oftentimes, when you meet someone, you'll just give them a big hug. And I moved to a place where hugs are not that common. So in Spain, we tend to give two kisses, one on either cheek, and not give a hug. Hugs are felt to be much more intimate, which, on one hand, I get that, right? Your whole body is like engulfing in another person's body. Um, but it's just funny because to us a kiss feels more intimate, or to someone, generally I would say most Americans would feel that a kiss is more intimate than a hug. And so it's just really interesting, isn't it? um how different cultures connect to these different ways that we connect through social bonding, right? Because that's what it is. It's our body responding to this social bonding that's saying, I am feeling supported and loved by those around me. And we can give that support and love to ourselves, right? We can as I said, we can put our arms around our shoulders, give ourselves a little hug in. We can gently squeeze the arms down as we work our hands down, just reminding ourselves that we're here, we're in the now. We can interlock our thumbs and bring that to the center of our chest, and then gently flutter our fingers, noticing that fluttering of the fingers against the chest. These hugs are phenomenal in supporting us. And right now, with everything going on in the world, I don't know about you, but I have been feeling lots of hugs lately. I have been craving that extra support and contact from my friends, from my loved ones. And my husband is currently on tour for his work. If you guys don't remember, we interviewed Michael at one of the first episodes, if not, I think it was the second episode of the Happy Edit. So if you want to get more information on him and what he does, go check out episode number 2 with Michael Flanagan. But he is a touring actor, and so he is not home very often, which, is fine. But there are times that I wish I had him closer by to get a hug from. And in those times when I want that extra hug and I don't have anyone around me, I do. I bring my hands onto my shoulders and I give myself a big squeeze. I'll bring my thumbs and interlock them at the heart center, and I'll flutter in my fingers, giving myself that butterfly hug. And it can make a huge difference. No, I don't necessarily get rid of the sadness that I might have around me, or the dis-ease that I might have necessarily, but I can feel my body relaxing. I can feel that little loosening in the shoulders, that sort of decreasing of the tightness in my chest. And right now, that has been super important to me. From everything that is going on in the world to other more personal things going on in our life right now, those hugs have been incredibly important. And so this is just a little short episode, very short episode, to remind you that if you're feeling that tightness in the chest, if you're feeling that need of a little support, a little extra contact, go ask your friend, your family member, your loved one, whoever you feel comfortable asking for a hug from, go ask them. Ask them for that hug. And then if that is not available to you, give yourself a hug. Whether that's fingers wrapping around the shoulders or around the arms, whether that's coming into a butterfly hug and interlocking your thumbs at the heart center and tapping your fingers one at a time against the chest, whether that's wrapping your arms around your abdomen, give yourself a hug. Take that time, maybe right now, if you haven't started it already, give yourself a hug. And the next time you see your loved one, give them a hug. Because it's supportive for you and it's supportive for them. And right now in the world, I think we could all use a little extra hug, or 2, or 20. And the longer we hold these hugs, as studies have shown, the more beneficial they are. So a hug that's 20 seconds or longer can effectively lower our blood pressure and reduce our stress. And this is really good, not only for our mental health, but also for our physical health. It is good for our heart. It is good for the movement of our blood in our body. It is good for making sure that our body is healing and rejuvenating. And right now, we need a lot of healing in this world. We need a lot of love, and we can start with that love with ourselves. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you have given yourself a hug today, and I really hope that you feel a hug from me through these airwaves, through the internet, as you are listening to this. And don't forget to ask your loved one, your friend, family member for a little hug the next time you see them. Have a wonderful day, friend. Thank you so much for joining us on the Happy Edit.
At the Happy Edit podcast, we're mindful that the podcast is not in replacement of therapy. If you do need further support, please do contact us on our contact details in the show notes. And we're more than happy to offer further support and guidance and direct you to places like the counselling directory or therapy directories. If you do also need further support, we would also recommend you contacting your primary healthcare provider. Thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you all soon.